Welcome to the learning classes. In our last lecture, we discussed nutrition in amoeba. We discussed how amoeba can get their food and how into the body of amoeba can be digestive process have been done. Now we are going further in this chapter. Now we are going to study answer orally, which is given on your page number 20. Answer orally. On page number 20. The first question is define the following. Define following. So the first is in your book it is given as the A, holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition. Into the holozoic nutrition we define as the mode of nutrition in which food is taken is in solid form is called holozoic nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which food is taken is in solid form is called the holozoic nutrition. Then the second is the ingestion. So the definition of ingestion is given like this. The process by which food is taken inside the body is known as ingestion. The process by which food is taken inside the body is known as the ingestion. So these are the two definitions of holozoic nutrition and the definitions of the ingestions. Now going to the definitions of digestion. What is the definitions of digestion? So we can write down the definitions of digestion. Digestion. The process of breaking or converting complex food molecules in simple or soluble form is called digestion. The process of breaking or converting complex food molecules into the simple or soluble form, we can say that it is the simple into the soluble form, it is called the digestion. So we can say that simple and to the soluble form, which is the process of digestion. Then we have to write down the next definition of absorption. The process by which digested nutrients taken to the different body parts by circulatory system is called as absorption. The process by which digested nutrients taken to the different body parts by the circulatory system is called the absorption. This is the definitions of the absorption. Then assimilation. Then the process of assimilation, which is so the process of using absorbed nutrients to produce energy and growth is known as assimilation. The process of using absorbed nutrients to produce energy and for the growth is known as the process of assimilation. And the last one is egestion. So the definitions of egestion is the process of removing undigested food outside the body known as egestion. This is the definition of process of egestion. Now into the second question, name the organs of ingestion in the following organisms. We have to write down the the organ name from which they can started their process of ingestion. So first is the amoeba. Question number 2 into the A, amoeba. What is the organ from which it can obtain their food? So the amoeba can obtain their food by false feet, or Pseudopodia. Then butterfly. The second should be the butterfly. So the butterfly have been obtained the food for the feeding tube. Then the third example is frog. Through their tongue. Then last one is mosquito. Which is also the feeding tube. So we have to write down the organ from which, this is the organ, means from which following given examples have been take their food. So the amoeba can be take their food from the false feed and pseudopodia. Butterfly can be obtain their food by feeding tube. Frog can be obtain their food by their tongue, and the mosquito have been obtained their food by the feeding tube. Now the third question. Which is, what are the pseudopodia? The question number 3, what is pseudopodia? So the answer of this question is like this. Amoeba is capable of constantly changing its shape, or we can say that its size and position. It gives out one or many finger-like projection These projections are known as pseudopodia. Amoeba is capable of constantly changing its size and its shape, or we can say that its position. It gives out one or more finger-like projections. These projections are known as the pseudopodia of the amoeba. You also draw the diagram of the amoeba and indicate the pseudopodia. This is the amoeba and its finger-like projections, which is known as the pseudopodia. The pseudopodia are also known as the false feet. Now we are going to study the human nutrition into the human or the human digestive system. So we write down nutrition in humans. How we get nutrition? So as we can say that we humans beings eat food every day. What happened to this food when we eat the food? जब हम खाना खाते हैं उस खाने का क्या होता है और वो कहाँ जाता है, वो कैसे हमारे बॉडी को एनर्जी देता है और हम कैसे उस फूड को खाने से हमें एनर्जी मिलती है, और इन सारी बातों का हम इस टॉपिक के में स्टडी करेंगे. द न्यूट्रिशन इन ह्यूमन्स. सो वी ह्यूमन्स ईट फूड एवरी डे. वेयर डज इट गो? खाना कहाँ जाता है? हाउ वॉट हैपन टू द फूड्स? फूड का क्या होता है हमारे स्टोमच में जाके? सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स वी स्टडीड इन दिस टॉपिक. वी कैन से दैट व्हेन वी ईट फूड we take food from the mouth and it goes to the our stomach. There are the number of organs which can obtain food into the our in our stomach. So there are number of organs inside our body or inside our stomach. Different processes have been taken out by these different organs, and they provide energy to us. So as you studied in your standard as you studied in your first chapter in nutrition in plants, that we humans are the omnivores, means we are capable to digest both animal products and the plant products. So we can eat both of the products and our body can consume the food both of type, and we are capable to digest animal products as well as to the plant products. So we can take food from the mouth, and from the mouth it passes through the number of organs inside the bodies. These organs together forms a food canal, which is called as alimentary canal or the digestive tract. The organs together forms a food canals. They form a food canal which is called as the alimentary canal, or we can say that the digestive tract. So we can write down the definitions of the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal, we can say that the canal, the food passes through a canal the food passes through the canal started from the mouth. Is known as alimentary canal. Or we can say that a digestive tract. The food passes through the canal started from the mouth is known as the alimentary canal or the digestive tract. The canal which started from our mouth to the inside the body, they provide the proper path from one organ, they come into the second organ, then third organs. These organs can apply some type of the proper tract which is known as the alimentary canal or the digestive tract. Now the alimentary canal is too long and recoiled. The alimentary canal is too long. It contains number of organs. It contains 7 organs. So first one is the mouth or mouth cavity, which is also known as the buccal cavity. Second one is esophagus or the food pipe. Third one is stomach. Fourth one is the small intestine. Fifth one is the large intestine. Sixth one is the rectum. And seventh one is the anus. The alimentary canal is too long, so it contains the 7 organs. As we know that our body has the hands, legs, mouth, head. Inside our body there are certain organs, they are known as the inside body organs. So for the digestion process these organs are used. So the first organ is the mouth or the mouth cavity or the buccal cavity. This is our mouth. Inside the mouth there is the mouth cavity or the buccal cavity. Second one is the esophagus or the food pipe. The food pipe inside our body. Then our stomach, then small intestine, then large intestine, then rectum and the anus. These are the 7 organs which are related to the our digestive system. This is it for this lecture. We learn about the what are the different organs which are related to the human digestive system. So in our next lecture we discuss it to the further how our food is digested in our inside the body. So in homework you have to write down number of organs, write the name of organs which forms the alimentary canal. Thank you, students.